This is the Shotgun City Sheriff, the law himself, Clayton Clark.
This is the young titan, Aaron Atlas.
Hey, this is Matt Brannigan.
This is the war-bound hellhound, Bo Sawyer.
This is your favorite drunken pro wrestler, a.k.a. the Bud Light Brawler, Dalton Davis.
This is Lizzie Six.
This is Jake Something.
And this is the jaw-jacking, back-cracking, God created all men equal, and then he made me the sequel, Rohit Raju, and you are listening to the Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast. Hell yeah.
The Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast? Yeah, that's right, I stuttered. Shut up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spot Show Podcast, an independent wrestling podcast with a few pit stops along the way. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Dickie Madrox, joined as always by Michael Madrox.
Can you say always now? Kind of missed last week.
Well, that was what we're going to... I mean, man, where the hell were you last week? I had to call these two ruffians into the studio to make a podcast with
They
them.
did great. They should take over the rest of the year.
How about no? Because you're the mad to the bash. So what's up, man? Why? Let's fill the lovely listeners in.
Before Christmas, I got shot in the eye with a Nerf gun.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I did shoot my eye out. No, actually, little Logan Madrox cracked my iris open.
He's a shooter.
He's a shooter. He shot on me, kid.
Let me get a look at your eye, because I've only really, it is red as hell, and it's like kind of dilated a little bit.
Yep.
But you're getting there, though.
Eye injuries suck.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
And then I got a sinus infection from all the drainage coming out of it. So I was like, oh, man.
So, but like, you're in the clear, though, right? Like,
yeah,
you're
I'm
not
fine.
Dude, Clayton was like, dude, just Bryan Danielson him. Just throw an eye patch on him. Get him here.
I mean, I could have came with an eye patch, but I mean, I didn't think the listeners wanted to hear sniffle for an hour long.
I mean, why? They had to put up with Dickie the Sickly so often.
That's true.
God, I made that one shit show, and it's literally just me coughing the entire time. I don't know why people want to listen to that, but it's, it is what it is.
It's
but
the
hey,
shit.
You know what? This episode of the Spot Show Podcast is brought to you by Yoo-Hoo and Elite Pro Wrestling. We're going to hear a little bit more about them later, of course, unless you head over patreon.com/MadBash Studios. Back us at the $5 and above tier. You're going to get this show completely ad-free. No ad reads, none of that going on over there on the Patreon $5 and above tier. But there's so much more going on over on that Patreon there.
Like
also,
what else?
Do what now?
Like what else?
Well, I'm getting there, brother. You blew my spot. Also, on the $5 tier, it literally, as of the day of this recording, it went live about an hour and a half ago. Danville Dreamers Chronicles Coal Miner's Glove is now available on patreon.com/MadBash Studios. You also get so much more over on the Patreon. At the $10 tier, you get big, stupid popcorn. You get the aforementioned shit show. We're nearing hundreds of hours of content over on the Patreon, and the best way to support us is to go over there and back us at one of those tiers, but I understand it. Sometimes you don't have the extra money to toss our way. The holidays just went on. You blew your load on the holidays. You don't have the money. You can still back us completely free on Patreon. There is a free tier. You're still going to get behind the scenes photos and all of that nonsense. Also, free ways to support us. Go to your favorite podcasting platform, hit that share ski button, leave us a 5-star review. Do all of that. MadBashStudios.com, your one-stop shop for everything MadBash Studios. I think we're going to talk about Coal Miner's Glove on Paid Show a little bit here today. Yeah, I really want to dive into Paid Show, or Coal Miner's Glove on Paid Show. Yeah, man, that's our first MadBash Films project, so.
MadBash is taking over, buddy.
Here's another thing that's kind of bonkers. The day we're recording this is our 1-year anniversary of when we got back into the business.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the 1 year of MadBash, because that doesn't happen until February. But this was 1 year ago today. About this time, we were probably just rolling into the Odin building, and I've only known Clayton Clark at this point for maybe 15 minutes. So
If that.
He literally was the first person to come up to us. And
him and Mr. Pokesky.
Yeah, they were. That's why they're always going to hold a special place in my heart, brother. But would you have predicted a year ago that we would, still be going this hard, or would you think we would have fallen off, or what do you think?
No, because like the way we went into it, we were like, hey, we're going to come back, do commentary. If you don't like us, can us instantly.
And then it was just rave reviews.
And then somehow we're still here. Like, we came in with no expectations, no game plan, no nothing. We're just like, let's do it to do it.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Speaking of predictions, they call me Dickie Segways, brother. We got a fun one for you guys here today. This is something that I thought of. This is going to be a little through line for the rest of the year, something that you all can follow along with. And what we'll do, we will go over to the free tier.
It's like our Deadpool, but no one dies.
Pretty much. We're going to go over on the free tier of Patreon, and we will be putting a list of these predictions. We're making predictions for the year, whether it be WWE, TNA, AEW.
Independence.
I don't know if I have any independent predictions.
I'm going to throw out a prediction right now just to get started.
What's that?
We're not going to receive a phone call from Dalton Davis or Clayton Clark during this podcast.
I hope that you're wrong. So essentially what we're going to do here, you know us here at MadBash. We can't just do anything, half throttled. Even if tomorrow we decided to be garbage men, we would be the best damn garbage men you've ever seen in your life. So we naturally just have to take something that is going to be just standard, and we got to rev it up. Does
this mean I'm going to win a trophy when I kick your ass?
I haven't thought about that. So basically what we're going to be doing here is that we are going to be making predictions for 2024. Like I said, whether it be WWE, AEW, TNA, Independence, shit like that. And with that, we're going to be making a little competition out of it. So I personally have gone through and made about 20 some predictions.
I got 21, I believe.
Okay, but of those predictions, we each get to pick 10. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to have our predictions, and at the end of the year, we're going to have a third party come in here, and he's going to judge us based on our predictions. And depending on who was the closest with their predictions is going to win. So 1 year from this podcast, we will have someone come in and read our predictions and then score us based on our predictions. So what I mean by that is it's really going to be at the discretion of the person that is scoring us.
Judge Mills Lanes.
So it's essentially going to be, you deserve a point for that prediction because you were spot on, or, ooh, that was a very specific prediction and you got it right. I'm giving you 2 points, 3 points. And you were partially right on that prediction. I'm going to give you a half a point on that one. And then whoever has the most points, boom. In theory, the best you can get is a perfect 10. But like I said, the person, whoever, could come in here and say, you deserve 3 points for that prediction.
You deserve half a point.
Half a point, a quarter of a point, 3/4 of a point. But as with anything, when there's a competition, we're going to try for that top spot. So say I make a prediction and you've got that same prediction. We can't have the same prediction. So that one's off the table for you. So that's why we've got more than 10.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip a coin ski.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Immediately. Not even going to do the competition. And then that'll be the end of this episode of Spot Show. Nah, man.
Hold on, before you flip this coin, how disappointed are you going to be if both of us get a big fat score of 0?
But see, that's where this is designed perfectly to where one of us is going to walk away with at least a quarter of a point.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm thinking. All right, brother, call it in the air.
Heads.
It is heads.
Yes.
So, Michael Madrox, you get to make, unless you want to defer to me.
No, I'm going to go with one.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that flip of a coin, we are about to officially begin our 2024 wrestling predictions.
And I'm going to start off with everyone's talking about The Rock coming back, ruining
Okay.
Cody Rhodes' plans and everything.
Okay.
I'm calling it now. The Rock's return will not win him any gold.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a safe.
That's a safety.
That's a safe one, and I might agree with you on that one because the big prevailing theory right now is that. By the way, when you make the prediction, put a little tick next to it so that you know, like, put your number. So then later I'm going to go through and make a list of all of these so that we remember which ones we've each made. I'm actually for that. I actually really don't think that took anything off of my predictions. I don't think it did. That's a pretty safe bet, actually, because I don't...
It's all about the points, brother.
It really is. It really is. Okay, so prediction number 1 from Michael Madrox is that The Rock's return does not end with him getting gold.
Yep.
So then that's where this is going to get a little bit...
This is where it gets dangerous.
This is where it gets tricky.
Do you go safe or do you go for the extra oomph?
Well, it's really not even that, because what if The Rock goes on a run and he wins a championship in like his 4th match or something? I mean, still technically, that's where we got to break it down a little bit and get someone in who knows what they're doing, because what are you considering his return? His first match back or his entire run? That's actually a good bet. I really like that. I really like that one. Really love it.
All right, Dickie Wabash, let's see what you got hiding in those little note skis.
All right. Do I want to go safe? Or do I want to go kind of off the wall with my first one?
It depends. You playing this like the first or after the second?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go somewhat safe with my first prediction. My first prediction, at SummerSlam 2024, we will have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee in a mixed tag match.
See, that's a good one, but that's very precise.
I'm going for gold, brother.
Going for the gold.
Like I said, I don't go into anything half throttled. I'm going for the fences with these. You know what I mean? But I just think that you have to look at the way that things are going. You know, there's this big feeling that AJ Lee is going to be coming back to wrestling.
With
Obviously,
all the teasers on the internet.
Punk is back in the WWE. Him and Seth Rollins, in theory, are going to be main eventing one of the nights of WrestleMania. I think that this is a story that drags on, and I think that it's going to evolve into a mixed tag match. I really do.
I could see it, but at the same time, that's very precise. You say SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam 2024.
Do you think that the CM Punk Rollins story will continue that long?
I think it'll be one of those things of where it comes and goes. Plus, I mean, you got to think about it. SummerSlam is one of the big 4. We're obviously not going to get it at WrestleMania. This is a match for a big 4 pay-per-view.
That is
if
true.
you ask me. Because it's the return of AJ Lee. I mean, by that point, she probably would have already been back, but who knows? So, all right, for those of you keeping score at home, Michael Madrox has predicted that The Rock will not win championship gold upon his return. And I am predicting that at SummerSlam 2024, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. So let's keep rolling, Madrox.
All right, man. Number 2, I'm going for the indie scene.
Oh.
After listening to last week's Spot Show podcast, I'm calling it now. 2024, Dalton Davis wins singles gold.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that one. That's a little
extreme homework, ain't it there?
I could see it happening. I think that he's driven enough to be able to make something like that happen. I mean, he sat right where you're sitting and told me that he's determined to make it happen. And here's a little something about Dalton Davis, if you guys don't know about it. If Dalton Davis puts his mind to something, he's going to fucking make it happen.
Absolutely.
He just is. He just is. Wow. See, I don't have any for the independents.
That's the only one I got because that one's doable.
Okay, I got one here. I think I want to go with this one next. Do I though? May want to save that one. Nah, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. My second prediction of 2024 is that the Forbidden Door will reopen with AEW and TNA.
Yeah, I mean,
I see a working relationship coming forward with those guys.
That's pretty much a given at this point.
But is it, though?
Hangman Page yesterday did an interview talking about doing a Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
But just because he said it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
That is true.
I'm not saying it's going to be a Forbidden Door pay-per-view. I'm just saying we'll see crossover.
Oh, I guarantee that.
Because we haven't seen that since COVID time.
That's your safest bet.
So far. I mean, I've got a few safe ones that I kind of want to sit on, but yeah, I think that we're going to see the Forbidden Door open somehow between AEW and TNA.
I get that.
Yeah.
My number 3, though.
Yeah, before we get into that, though, again, my prediction, the Forbidden Door will open between AEW and TNA. Michael Madrox's prediction is that Dalton Davis will win singles gold in 2024.
My number 3, though.
Yes.
This is my off-the-wall, perfect booking situation that's probably not going to happen and cost me 0 points, but I would love to see it.
Let's go, brother.
Damian Priest wins Money in the Bank again after not cashing in all year.
Whoa,
that's storytelling, brother.
That also may or may not have taken a prediction off my list.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, no. No, I'm keeping it because it's the complete opposite. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the World Championship will happen on a pay-per-view this year.
That's going to be your number 3?
That's my number 3. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the World Championship happens at a pay-per-view this year.
I can see that.
Yeah, or sorry, a premium live event.
But I'm going to have to go to my number 4 then.
Okay.
Just to shut your shit down.
Okay.
Judgment Day breaks up by November.
Judgment Day breaks up by November.
By November.
That's giving you a lot of room to work with.
That's giving me some wiggle room and for the story to play out.
Yeah. So, man, pretty Judgment Day heavy on those last 3. So, as you know, Michael Madrox just predicted Damian Priest becomes a 2-time Money in the Bank, does not cash in. Then I predict Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the world title will main event a PLE. And then you think by November, Judgment Day breaks up.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Who else are they going to put in War Games, man? Team Priest versus Team Balor.
I like that you just mentioned War Games.
Oh, is that going to be your number 4?
I have something for my number 4. Bayley leaves Damage Control. The women's War Games match this year is Damage Control versus the 4 Horsewomen.
Oh.
That's my one War Games prediction.
Oh, that kind of took 2 off of my list.
Did it?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, brother.
Oh, man, that kind of screwed me a little bit.
But
there.
I mean, you got to think about it. There's been those reports that Sasha is coming back. The only thing I think that's stopping me is that Charlotte just underwent knee surgery. I believe it was. So hopefully she'll be able to recuperate and be back in time for that. Because I would hate to lose a half a point by it being like a technicality where it's like Bayley, Becky, Sasha, and somebody else versus Damage Control.
Well, most knee surgeries take about 6 months.
Which November, I think will be fine. I think we'll be fine there. Yeah, I think that's not necessarily a safe bet. It's kind of right in the middle of safe and unprecedented or unpredictable.
Absolutely,
really.
man.
Like, it's definitely a gamble. But I mean, you just gambled big time with. So your prediction before that was Judgment Day breaks up by November.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is, yeah, because that's War Games. So that could, in theory, damn. Okay. And we're really cooking with November here. We got to, yeah, we're really, a lot of this shit, we're just going to be white knuckling until the end of the year. We're just going to be like,
who's getting the points?
Who's getting points, brother? So, man, Okay. So with that one, do you want to go on to your fifth prediction?
Absolutely. This WrestleMania season, we are going to see a lot of ECW originals in that Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That's a little safety one.
So, okay, do you want to be specific, or do you just want to officially make the prediction that ECW originals go into the Hall of Fame?
I just want to make ECW originals go in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
If I was going for specifics, I would say Sandman and Raven.
Sandman and Raven. Okay. Now, here's something that's interesting. Do you want to say, here's what I'm willing to do.
Okay.
Your blanket one is Sandman and Raven, or no, is that ECW originals will go in.
Yes.
I'm willing to give you a half a point for if
It's not
Sandman,
up to you. It's up to the judge.
I know, but I'm just saying this is what we're
Yeah.
going to do just to make it a little spicy. I'm willing to say that Michael Madrox will earn a half a point if Sandman goes in, a half a point if Raven goes in.
Sounds good to me, sir.
So then you stand a chance of getting 2 points with that entire thing.
Hell yeah.
So, man, now
You just got to think about it, man. Philadelphia, if they don't put any of
Yeah.
the originals in there, that's a travesty.
yeah.
And up to this point, what ECW coverage is the Hall of Fame seen?
I mean, Terry Funk, or the Dudleys in?
The Dudleys are in, I believe. RVD.
RVD. I don't even know. You know what though? I just thought of one.
Yeah.
Let me type it out here. This is one that I am literally just making up on the fly because you just got my gears turning. And this is going to be a double point one for me as well because you have
This is your blanket pick.
you have wiggle room for yours.
Sounds good.
Paul Heyman gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. He is inducted by Tommy Dreamer.
You think so?
Yeah.
The man that wanted to kill him at WrestleMania?
That's what I'm saying. I think they get Tommy Dreamer to appear there on like a one-time deal to induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame.
Sounds good. So you'll get the half a point if Heyman goes in. You get the half a point if Tommy Dreamer does
I get a
it.
point if Heyman goes in. I get another point
Yep.
if Dreamer inducts him. So we're halfway through, man. Do you I say what we do here. We go over our picks, and then I say we give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room if we want to drop any or modify any.
Okay.
So I say that we do that now. Why don't you go first? So let's run down your 5 predictions so far.
Pick number 1. The Rock's return will not win him gold.
Okay.
Pick number 2. Dalton Davis wins a singles title.
Okay.
Pick number 3. Priest wins Money in the Bank again after a year of not cashing in.
Love it.
Number 4. Judgment Day splits by November. And number 5. The ECW originals go in the Hall of Fame. Bonus points if it's Sandman and Raven.
Okay. So for me, I don't necessarily remember the order that I did them in, but here we go. SummerSlam 2024, we will have CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the World Championship will happen at some point this year. AEW and TNA reopen the Forbidden Door. Bailey leaves Damage Control, and then we have the 4 Horsewomen versus Damage Control in War Games. And then for my 5th one, this is the blanket one, Paul Heyman goes into the Hall of Fame. Bonus point if he is inducted by Tommy Dreamer.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, how you feeling so far about these?
I feel great. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I just meant how you feeling about your predictions in general. Like, do you have faith in them?
Oh, I got plenty of faith, man. Like Limp Bizkit said, gotta have faith.
Limp Bizkit, I love it, brother. Okay, so then we're halfway through. We've each done 5. This is a little bit early for the ad ski, but we're going to go ahead and drop that in real quick so that we can do the back half of this podcast with our next 5. So we're going to go ahead and take a word from our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by Yoo-Hoo, a product of Keurig Dr. Pepper. So here's what I want you to picture right now, right? You're on a long road trip. You're driving along and you're thinking, man, I could really go for a nice, sweet, refreshing drink. You pull into a gas station and the first thing you see is Yoo-Hoo. And I got to tell you, grabbing that Yoo-Hoo, that's going to be the right decision every single time. Yoo-Hoo is available in a variety of flavors, vanilla, strawberry, but here at MadBash, our personal favorite is chocolate. I'm going to tell you about Yoo-Hoo a little bit more, right? We absolutely love this stuff here at MadBash. We cannot get enough of it. And you know what? We're going to sweeten the pot a little bit here thanks to Yoo-Hoo. If you see us at a wrestling show and you buy a MadBash wrestling sticker, you are entitled to 1 free bottle of Yoo-Hoo on MadBash Studios. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Now, come on, guys. You can't beat that deal with a stick. Again, MadBash would like to thank Yoo-Hoo so much for sponsoring this episode. This episode of the Spot Show podcast is also brought to you by Elite Pro Wrestling. Here's the thing about Elite Pro Wrestling, right? You have them to thank for the Spot Show podcast in many different ways. Elite Pro Wrestling gave MadBash Studios our first opportunity when we decided to come back into the wrestling business. So Elite Pro Wrestling is one of the OG backers. We love Elite Pro Wrestling so much. They are putting on incredible shows every single month. You should absolutely be there, whether it be in Odin, Indiana, Washington, Indiana. We would love to see you in the crowd there at Elite Pro Wrestling for every single thing that you need to know about EPW. Head on over to EliteProfessionalWrestling.com. There you are going to find dates, events, links, everything that you need to know about EPW. Thank you so much for being a day one sponsor, EPW. We very much appreciate it. So we're going to make things a little bit interesting here. Madrox has already agreed to it. You can hear that conversation on Shit Show, most likely. This back half, I'm going to go and then you go. So I pick, you pick, I pick, you pick.
Let's do it, broski.
Sort of thing. So, man, yeah. I don't know why I turned into Mach there. Man, we only get 5 more, and I'm looking at my predictions, and I'm like, fuck, there's some really good ones that I could still go with. Fuck me. Damn, goddamn, dude. Okay, here's okay. This is a good one. As you know, WWE is. Oh, do I want to do that though? Okay, I have 2. I have 2 that go in the same direction. I'm not going to use both.
It's harder to pick once we get narrower down on the list.
It's not even narrowed down on the list, just that there's so many more that I really want to go with. And plus, these two predictions kind of come from the same area. So I don't want to fuck one off. Okay, I'll go with this one. Okay, so as you know, WWE and UFC are now under the same umbrella. With Endeavor. So we're going to start seeing a little bit more cross promotion between these brands because they exist in the same universe. They are all together, whatever. If you're working with multiple brands and you're not crossing over, that's just bad business. And WWE knows good business. So a UFC star will appear on WWE television and have a mid-card title run.
Really?
I think we're going to get Logan Paul treatment with someone from the UFC.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a bold claim there.
That's a very bold claim. Now, the likely pick is probably Conor McGregor, if I had to guess. But I don't, and I also
Is he still in the UFC, though?
He's still affiliated. I don't know enough about UFC to be able to say specifically this person is going to, but I just think in general, a UFC competitor is going to appear on WWE television and win a mid-card title, whether it be the US or the IC, or it's one of those two.
That's a big, bold claim.
It's very bold. I'm coming out guns a-blazing, brother.
Damn, Dickie.
Yeah.
Now you're making me think.
Yep.
But by making me think, I mean, CM Punk's back.
Yeah.
What's the one thing CM Punk's never done in WWE?
Grand Slam?
Nope.
Main event WrestleMania.
CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh.
We are getting it this year.
Do you want to be specific?
I would go as early as SummerSlam.
Wow. So you think so? Damn. So you think that we're getting CM Punk versus Stone Cold this year, possibly before SummerSlam?
No later than SummerSlam.
No later than SummerSlam.
No later than SummerSlam.
Damn. Okay.
You want to talk about a marquee match that's going to put ass in seats?
Yeah.
What's going to do it? CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. We just saw that Stone Cold can still go out there and hang with Kevin Owens carrying him. Punk could do the same damn thing and put on a stellar fucking match.
Damn. That's a good one. That's a safe one, but it's also kind of... That's one of those gray area ones.
It's not really safe because, I mean, it's Stone Cold.
It is. And you never know. I mean, that's what makes this so much fun, is that we can sit here and think that we can predict every single thing that's going to happen, but wrestling is so unpredictable.
It changes with the flip of a coin.
Literally, hey, you tied it all in there, brother. Man, Stone Cold versus CM Punk no later than SummerSlam.
Yes, sir. And I say SummerSlam because, like, that match could draw at Survivor Series, but Survivor Series is a gimmick Big Four.
Yeah.
So, like, what would that match
but
really
it would
need
also
for it?
mark CM Punk's 1 year since returning.
That is true.
But I don't know. That's the kind of safe of where you're like kind of tiptoeing a little bit, but you know there's a little bit of danger still.
Brother, I ain't got no toes. I ain't tiptoeing nowhere.
Oh, God, you got me. You got me. MJF will not sign with WWE this year.
Damn, took another one off my list.
Yeah. It's not happening. MJF, the thing with MJF is that he is such an expert at working everyone, and he's an expert at playing what people are calling like the new kayfabe.
Yeah.
That he's blurring that line of where they're making it seem like that, yeah, he's talking about it. Oh, the bidding war of 2024. I firmly do believe that he has already signed. I really do. I think he signed quietly back in the summer of 23.
Before they gave him the strap.
Fair. I think before they gave him the strap is when he signed. And I think that he's been playing it close to the vest, but I think that, I don't see MJF signing with WWE. I just don't. And like so many people are like, I want to see what they do with him in WWE. It would be such a great No, they're not going to use him the way that you think they're going to use him.
No.
Because I got news for you. MJF is a big deal. Yeah. But he's a bigger deal in AEW.
He's a big promo.
I'm not taking away from his in-ring work.
His in-ring work is fine.
Yeah.
But MJF relies on those promos that he writes himself. If you
Yep.
take that promo away from him, give him a script in WWE, it's downhill from there.
Agreed. So where's that put us at? 7 each so far?
This will be my 7th. My next one will be my 7th. You're
Okay.
at 7.
That was my 7th. Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, MJF does not sign with WWE this year.
See, the one I had on my list was MJF is back on AEW television by March.
Oh, yeah, and that fucks it over because it's essentially the same prediction. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, brother.
I see what you're doing here, trying to sabotage me.
It's competition, brother. Cutthroat.
All right, number 7, man.
Here we go.
Time frame and all. LWO versus LWO at Backlash.
Wow. So Santos Escobar's LWO versus Ray's LWO.
Yep.
Fucking A, dude. That's a good one. At Backlash specifically?
At Backlash specifically.
Are they back in Puerto Rico this year?
No, they're somewhere else, but the international player, the storylines are all adding up. Ray should be back by then.
Wow. Damn. Okay. I didn't see that one coming. Where is Backlash this year?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we should look into that.
I'll Google that while you.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I'll Google it. Backlash 2024, brother.
Got a Google Ski Live on the pod ski.
Oh, it's in France. Yeah, this is the one that's in France.
See, international flair.
Yeah. Yep, Backlash France. Hell yeah. Damn, okay. That one kind of came out of nowhere, but I can absolutely see it happening. So, man, you're going international.
You got something international up your sleeve over there for your number 8?
I do, but do I want to go safe?
I think you need a safe call because you don't really have a safe one yet.
I'm all in, brother. I'm all in, brother.
I just don't.
Brock Lesnar returns for an overseas premium live event. That's a safe one.
That is very safe.
That's very safe. I mean, I kind of got to play it a little bit safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, what it's going to be specifically, in a perfect world, it's Brock versus Gunther at in Berlin. Will we get that? I don't know. But there's so many premium live events this year that are going to be overseas. We're going to see Brock Lesnar at one of them. I think by proxy, it's going to happen.
All the money is there on the table for him.
It is. And like with these premium live events, especially the overseas ones, they try to bring as many stars as possible. And who better than Brock Lesnar? I mean, he transcends the business. Like, I had another Brock Lesnar prediction that I'll talk about once we're done making our predictions. We'll talk about some of the ones that we didn't make. So I don't want to rely too heavily on Brock. But yeah, there was yeah, I think that's the safest Brock Lesnar prediction that I have, is that he's going to appear, he's going to return. Like, his first match back is going to be at a premium live event
overseas.
Now, that's where I'm riding on it, because his first match back, not that he is going to be on a premium live event
but
overseas.
It's got to be his first match back.
His first match back is at a premium live event overseas. Which one? I don't know.
I could see that. I could see that.
We'll figure it out as time goes on here.
You ready for one to shock you?
I mean, I don't know what I'm ready for anymore at this point, brother. You've been coming at me with some off the wall shit.
Number 8 on my draft pick of predictions. The Miz wins a championship by the year's end.
That's safe, though.
That is very safe, but
that's
God
safe.
Damn it, the Miz needs it.
Okay, I'm for it. Because in theory, I mean, man, okay, because you got to look. A lot of people thought that he was going to take the IC title off Gunther.
Yep.
And then, oh, fuck, that's a good one. Fuck. I don't even care that that's super fucking safe, because that's actually a really good one.
But is it safe, though? Look how long the Miz has been without a championship.
That's fair. That's a really good one. It's a really good one. Fuck, man. Do I want to keep going safe? Or...
My next one, I'm going dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to go dangerous as well. We're fuck. Okay, let me think here because I'm looking at two of these, and I'm like, okay, I can go one direction or I can go the other direction. There's like multiple directions I can go with this one because you've got me on my back foot right now, and I kind of want to modify a few things here. Fuck me, dude. Okay. All In London 2024, we get the rematch of MJF versus Adam Cole as the main event.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not really safe, not really dangerous. I could see that happening.
I mean, but I'm being specific about it though, brother, because it's like,
and with Tony Khan's booking, you never know. That's the most logical thing to happen.
Yeah.
But will it?
Yeah, All In London. Because I had a couple that involved All In London, but I think that's the way to go. Is that we're gonna get the Devil, Adam Cole versus MJF at All In London, the rematch for the title. I think I'm gonna add a little caveat to that one. I feel as though Adam Cole will be the one walking into that event as the champion.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Adam Cole will be the one walking in as champion.
Little bonus point there.
Yeah, if need be. If the person making these calls wants to give me a bonus point, I mean, I'm all for it, brother. You go right ahead. I also realized I have a lot of AEW predictions. Like, I feel like I thought I was 50-50, but a lot of them are AEW. All right, brother, what do you got?
You ready for this one?
Yep.
Mark my words.
Oh, fuck.
By August the 1st, AEW will draw its lowest TV ratings in history.
Oh, fuck. So oh, man. So we're going to have to keep track of like the ratings and shit on that one. That could be tricky.
That could be, but it gives us a little homework ski.
They've already been drawing pretty low numbers, though.
I know, but they're going to break record lows no later than August the 1st.
Damn. So you're predicting like we're going to start seeing the downfall of AEW
on television,
year.
Yeah.
On television?
Yep.
Damn. Damn, that makes me kind of want to go a little bit spicy for my final prediction then.
Going spicy?
Yeah. Damn. I was going to go a different direction, but I kind of want to stick with the trend of what you just said. So this is number 10, right?
This is your number 10. I still have one left.
Okay. Well, before we get into that, let's remind everyone of what our predictions are so far. SummerSlam 2024, we have CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. MJF will not sign with WWE. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the world title. Brock will return for an overseas premium live event. His first match back will be at a premium live event. Let me specify. Adam Cole versus MJF rematch at All In this year in London. A UFC star will appear on WWE television for a mid-card title run. AEW and TNA reopen the Forbidden Door. Bayley leaves Damage Control, and the Four Horsewomen versus Damage Control happens at War Games. Paul Heyman will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Tommy Dreamer will be the one to induct him.
Pretty good list.
We ain't done yet, brother. We still got one more.
So far, I have The Miz wins the title by the year's end. The Rock's return will not win him gold. AEW will draw its lowest TV rating ever by August 1st. Dalton Davis wins a single title. I have Judgment Day splits by November. ECW Originals go into Hall of Fame. Bonus points up at Sandman and Raven. Priest wins Money in the Bank again after a year not cashing in. Austin versus Punk by SummerSlam. And LWO versus LWO at Backlash.
Damn. Here's what's crazy about this too, is that the first episode of Spot Show that we ever did was like talking about the state of wrestling and the possibility of
A WWE versus
WWE,
AEW.
AEW, Forbidden Door. And it's just so crazy to look at how different wrestling is from a year ago to now. And that's what makes it so hard in a way to make these predictions, because brother, pull that e-brake and spin out of control and take a hard left. Like, that's what wrestling can do.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, we never thought that fucking CM Punk would get fired from AEW and then he's in WWE. You know, when we started MadBash, I mean, CM Punk was still pretty heavily involved with AEW.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's crazy. Like, that's just how weird wrestling can be. Like, fuck, when we started MadBash, there, you know, just the state in general. Like, I was trying to think of a specific, but I mean, there's just so many specifics. You know, Cody Rhodes hadn't won the Royal Rumble yet. Like, you know, it was just shit like that. Like, man.
He was out with a torn pec when we started.
No, he wasn't.
Because he came back at the Rumble.
He came back at the Rumble. Yeah. God, Bray Wyatt. Okay, yeah, because that was the Pitch Black match. We watched Royal Rumble with Travis Weir.
Yep.
And that was when we made the decision of how we were going to change our commentary style, was because of that Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Fuck, I remember now. Okay. I got two that I could go with here. I got two that I can go with. They both involve AEW. One is a good thing for AEW. And the other one is a bad thing for AEW. I'm a positive guy. So we're going to end with a little power of positivity here. By the summer of this year, AEW will have partnered with one of the major streaming services, like WWE has with Peacock, and their library will appear on that streaming service. That streaming service is Max.
Guarantee that.
Yeah. That's a safe one to end with. But by the summer. So I'm going to go with you on how you did with their lowest ratings are going to be by the 1st of August. I'm going to say by the 1st of August, they will be on a
streaming service.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't count if they announce and then they launch in the fall. That's still a fuck you to me, because I said they'll be on a streaming service. So that's my final prediction. AEW will appear on a major streaming service by August of this year, probably going to be Max.
Since you went safely, I'm going to go with balls to the wall.
I expect nothing less from you.
Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble.
Oh, fuck.
New undisputed world champion.
So what prediction are you making? That Randy Orton ends the title reign, or that he wins the Rumble?
He wins the title reign in the Fatal 4-Way match.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, because I forgot Orton isn't in the Rumble. He's in the Fatal 4-Way.
Yep.
Wow, so you think Orton is going to win?
Orton is walking out of the Royal Rumble with the championship.
Wow. That's an early one, too.
That's a dead off one. We're going to see how good these predictions go as quick as possible with this one.
Wow.
I have saved that one for my 10th one.
Damn. You really think that, huh?
I do.
Man, that would throw a wrench in so many things, though.
Would it, though, or just make things more simple?
Yeah, because then you could do head of the table versus The Rock and not have to worry about a heavyweight.
The championship.
You have to worry about the championship.
Cody Rhodes can finish the story at Mania with Orton.
Yeah. And then it would almost come more full circle with Orton than it would Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Because of legacy and all of that. Damn. You know, I think just to spice this up a little bit,
yeah,
let's do 2 rapid fire predictions.
2 rapid fire
Let's
predictions?
just do 2 rapid fire predictions. These can be safe, or these can be, because I'm really liking how this is rolling here.
These are just the bonus points.
Yeah, these are
extra
just bonus
credit.
points. These are just extra credit. Okay, so I'm gonna just rapid fire my two real quickly. Roman Reigns ends the year as the undisputed Universal Champion. Iron Claw will win a major film award.
Those are the two you're going with?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Creed brothers get demoted to jobbers because I hate them.
The Creed brothers.
Yes.
So you think they're going to go back to NXT?
No, just being jobbers.
Okay.
Because I hate the push they're getting right now.
Okay.
And Ric Flair stays retired.
Ric Flair stays retired. Dude, I thought about making a Ric Flair prediction.
You have to, man.
Yeah, because like they're just doing so much with him that it's like, oh man, what are you doing, Nate?
For the love of God, Nate, stay out of that damn ring.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. So then with that being said, I'm going to run down mine real quick here, and then Madrox is going to run back down his. Roman Reigns ends the year as Universal Champion. SummerSlam 2024, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Rollins and Becky. MJF will not sign with WWE. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the world title. Brock will return. His first match back will be at an overseas premium live event. Adam Cole versus MJF at All In rematch for the title. AEW will appear on a major streaming service by August, and it will be HBO Max. Iron Claw will win a major film award. A UFC star will appear on WWE television and have a mid-card title run. AEW and TNA reopen the Forbidden Door. Bayley leaves Damage Control, and we have the Four Horsewomen versus Damage Control in a War Games match. Paul Heyman will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Tommy Dreamer will be the one to induct him. Madrox, what you got?
I got The Miz wins the title. Orton wins the title at the Rumble. I got The Rock return, will not win him any gold. AEW will draw its lowest TV rating ever by August the 1st. Dalton Davis wins the singles championship. The Creed brothers get demoted to being jobbers. Judgment Day splits by November. Ric Flair stays retired. ECW OGs go in the Hall of Fame. Bonus points for Sandman and Raven. Priest wins Money in the Bank again after a year of not cashing in. Austin versus Punk by SummerSlam. And LWO versus LWO at Backlash.
Woo!
Damn, baby.
We're heating up there, and we got it broken down pretty good for the year.
That's a good spectrum, brother.
This is going to be an interesting summer because a lot of our stuff is supposed to happen by August.
The summer and the fall.
The
It's going
summer
to
and
be
the
very
fall.
white knuckle.
Yeah, the last half of the year, we're going to be white knuckling. Man, now see, that's what I'm talking about, dude. We didn't make simple, CM Punk is going to win the Royal
title.
Rumble. Yeah, he's going to win the Royal Rumble in the main event night one. No, man. We go into everything full tilt. We don't make those easy, safe predictions unless it's Brock Lesnar returning at a premium live event. And then we got to make a competition out of it. We just do. So here's what I need from everyone right now, whether it be on you're a backer on Patreon, or you just like the Facebook page, or you want to email us madbashstudios@gmail.com. Let's hear your predictions, not for necessarily what's going to happen in wrestling. Who do you think is going to win this competition?
I got a good punishment for the loser.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
I just thought of this.
Okay. So, with that being said, let me finish my little thing here.
All right, man.
Write into those platforms and let us know who you think is going to win. Who do you think has the most solid predictions? We will be posting a full list of these predictions on Patreon, on Facebook, everywhere, so that you can play along at home, rather. So I wasn't thinking, I was just about this being a gentleman's bet.
Dude, we're far from gentlemen.
Very far from gentlemen.
It's all about content, Dickie.
So what does the loser get and what does the winner get?
I think the loser has to stand outside before a show and hand out fortune cookies dressed up like a fortune teller with a t-shirt that reads, "My predictions suck."
Ooh. I don't hate that. You're on. Deal.
You're on?
You got to
Let's
hand
do it.
out. You got to hand out. The loser has to stand outside, whether it be EPW, Hybrid, Envision, wherever. Stand outside of a show and pass out fortune cookies and say, "My prediction sucks."
Yes.
Wow. And I think that the winner
That's
just
a little something fun, all fair game.
I just think that the winner just gets immense satisfaction from the fact that
they get the
brother
bragging
just,
rights.
That brother just had to do that bragging rights.
Who
Yeah.
knows? I might buy you a little trophy if you win.
That's my 13th prediction that the bragging rights pay-per-view comes back. No, I'm joking.
Please don't. Please.
I never understood the idea of bragging rights because it was essentially SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It was the same concept.
You mean Survivor Series?
That's what I meant to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
Survivor
I
Series,
got you,
SummerSlam,
Dickie.
SummerSlam. Hey, you know what though? We aren't done with some new concepts that we're trying here because next week we've got a really cool idea that we're going to be doing here. We're going to start doing this for all the big 4 pay-per-views, premium live events. Suck. I don't know. They suck now. They're called premium live events. What we're going to do here, we're going to do this for Royal Rumble. This is going to be coming out next week. Everyone get excited about it. It's going to be really, really cool. What Michael Madrox has done is he has built his perfect Royal Rumble event. What Dickie Wabash has done, he has built his perfect Royal Rumble event. What we've done, we've taken different ideas and different matches from different Royal Rumble cards, and we have constructed cards. We're going to debate over these, and we are going to build the perfect Royal Rumble card. You're going to get to hear that next week on the Spot Show podcast, and that's going to be a doozy.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. So the little caveat with this is that it's going to be a 5-match card. One of them has to be a Royal Rumble. So we have to agree on one Royal Rumble. There can only be one title match. So say that I pick a WWE title match, you pick a WWE title match, whichever one gets chosen can't do any more WWE title matches. Same goes for the IC, same goes for the tag team, same goes for all of that. And no superstar, unless it's in the Royal Rumble match, because that's happened,
Can work twice.
can pull double duty. So we can only have like one Chris Jericho match, one John Cena match, one Triple H match, Edge, you name
One
it.
Brooklyn Brawler.
One Brooklyn Brawler match, but that does not count Abe and Knuckleball Schwartz.
No,
He's got
because that's
the
two different
gimmick.
gimmicks.
He's got the different
Yep.
gimmick and everything, but no competition with that one. It's just going to be a fun little fantasy booking thing for us to do. So definitely look forward to that one. Let's do a little bit of the wrap up plug skis here. Again, head on over to patreon.com/MadBash Studios. Back us at the $5 tier. Danville Dreamers Chronicles Coal Miner's Glove is now available for your ear holes or eye holes rather. This is that's video, not audio. MadBash Films. It's the first film for MadBash Films. But you want to talk about your ear holes, we got plenty of stuff over there. We've got Paid Show that we're going to be rolling into here towards the end of this. We've got Shit Show. We've got Big Stupid Popcorn, which, dare I say, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is my favorite one that we've done. It's essentially a hidden podcast.
Demon House is still my favorite.
They're both good. We have been firing on all cylinders. Over there on the Patreon page, if you back us at the $10 tier, we're going to be putting up a poll to determine what the next movie is going to be that we watch on Big Stupid Popcorn. We've got some options. You'll just have to see what they are, but man, we got some fire coming that way. We've also got behind the scenes photos. We've got fan cam footage of Dalton Davis versus Clayton Clark at Signal 10. We've got all sorts of stuff over on the Patreon. You can, of course, find links to everything MadBashStudios.com. You can go to the Facebook. You can go to every page that we have.
Instagram,
TikTok.
TikTok.
At MadBash. Is it at MadBash
Bash
Studios?
Studios,
Just
yep.
at MadBash Studios on Instagram. You can, of course, find me on Instagram at DW_mischievous rabbit. That pretty much does it. I think we're going to roll into paid show now, man.
Let's do it, broski.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of the predictions that we did not make over on paid show, and we're going to talk a little bit about Coal Miner's Glove.
And we'll talk about the prediction I made that's already happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one called us.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Did news just break or something?
Bonus points.
MJF signs with WWE. No, but yeah, we'll be over there on paid show. Y'all can come check us out there, $5 and above tier, and we'll see you over there.